Kia ora girls, today we'll be starting our Maunga Inquiry, so make sure all previous work has been completed. This is in line with the mana whenua section of our unit. Mana whenua means the people of the land and who have authority in particular areas. This part of the unit helps us understand more about Māori communities and their traditional ways of life. So here you'll see there's different images of maunga located around Aotearoa. First, it's good for us to understand and link back to the things we've already been learning about in previous topics. So understanding that although Moana is an animated movie, it helps us to understand the way that Indigenous and Polynesian cultures view the land. They see Te Whiti as a living, breathing entity, and so is the land. It is quite different for traditional Māori thinking to align with European Western thoughts about land at that time, when it was all about ownership and property. So kaitiakitanga and manaakitanga is something that I want you to be thinking about and to linking back to those prior learnings when moving forward into this kaupapa, this topic. We've been learning about the Māori worldview, how the land is seen to be alive and everything on it and in it. So the trees, the ocean, the birds, insects and humans are all related and connected in some way and impact one another. And we're all interdependent on each other. Māori beliefs are quite different to Western belief systems. Like most ancient and indigenous cultures, our traditions and worldviews are transmitted orally through language, songs, legends and mythologies. Hapu and whenua, as in Māori communities, have rights to cultivate, hunt and fish within the tribal lands. And we learn that from the Puhihuia and Punga love story. The two tribes, one from the Manukau Harbour and one from Maungawhau, were often in conflict over fishing grounds. These are seen as significant and important parts because food is the life source, and if we were to be put back into those days, we wouldn't be able to go to the supermarket to grab some kai when we're hungry, or we can't just grab our phone and text or call Uber Eats to deliver to our doors. We need mountains and land to grow crops. We need oceans to gather kaimoana. We need all of those things, and that's why often there was conflict between tribes over food resources. And so whenua is a very important aspect of te ao Māori, of the Māori worldview. So the task you're going to be working on today is a Maunga Inquiry. You're going to be choosing one of these maunga. So we have Ōhinerau, Maungakiekie and Te Kōpuke. You'll see on the right that Te Kōpuke is Mount St. John, and right behind the maunga on the side, that is Dilworth. And if we had a higher shot, we would see that our school, our kura, is just next to that mountain. The one in the middle is Maungakiekie, One Tree Hill, with the iconic statue. And the first one is Ōhinerau on the left, Mount Hobson, and that's located in Remuera, which many of us may live close to. So for the Maunga Inquiry, you're going to be working in pairs. I've put the pair list on OneNote in the collaboration space. You're going to be working in pairs to help with the research of this inquiry, and it's going to take you 2 lessons to complete. You'll see in the collaboration space on the Maunga Inquiry page the instructions for the task. What you will do is you will create your own page with your partner in the collaboration folder with your names on it, and you'll get started. That way you can collaborate together. So as I mentioned earlier, you'll choose one of these maunga and you'll record your work as a Google slide and paste the link on that page that you've created in the collaboration folder with your pair. There are 8 questions that you need to complete. It is an inquiry about the name, if there is another Māori name. You'll need to read about the geology of the mountain and jot down key information. Is there a historic story or legend that took place on the mountain, and you can summarize it? You're going to write down some interesting facts if there are any, and see if there are any iwi connected to that mountain. You'll also need to include an image of the Google Maps location of your maunga, along with an image of the mountain itself. You should be able to complete these 8 questions within the first lesson. Then for your next lesson, you're going to use Loom and you're going to record it so it turns into a video presentation like what I'm doing right now. So once you've finished your entire inquiry with your peer, you'll give them a ring on Teams chat and you'll use Loom to record yourself. Once you've completed your Loom video, the link needs to be put into your page created on OneNote in the collaboration folder. So that's it for me for this PowerPoint. If you have any questions about that, you can message me directly on Teams chat and I'll go through with it with you. Ka pai, ka kite.